Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and I'm starting a new themed vlog. So, let me turn around because I'm currently sat in a really weird place because this room is in chaos. You can probably see behind me. I wanted to start a new vlog because I don't want to read the books that I'm meant to be reading. So it is May. It is the month where I decided that I was gonna catch up on books and I was gonna read whatever I wanted because I want a month back to myself so I can kind of refine the love of reading. And that's what we're gonna do in this vlog, because if you'd have seen from the title, because I'm sure I'd have got somewhat creative with it, I want to read recent releases. I'm so excited. So there are a few on my list that I want to read and or that I am receiving in the post. So we're gonna read them and find which ones that I like the most out of the April releases that I currently, it's not even April, the May releases that I currently own and or have in some way, shape or form. So like I said, I've got a few things on my radar. I have got Sorrow of the Sea by Stephen Orion. That comes out in like a week, I think, as I'm filming this. The Raven Scholar came out this month, I think, or in April. Maybe it came out in April. Maybe this is just going to be more of like a recent releases thing rather than a May releases thing. I've got Silver Elite coming from Waterstones. I pre-ordered that because I saw that Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy absolutely loved it, and I was like, you know what, I can be influenced, so I bought a special edition of that. And what else have I got on my list? I have got a ARC potentially coming in the next week, so I'd love to read that. That doesn't release until June, but that would be cool. It's called the Illyrian Code, I think, and it's like Fourth Wing meets something else. And now everybody, I didn't enjoy Fourth Wing, but when I saw that this was Fourth Wing and something else, I think it might be Hunger Games. I don't hold me to that, I'll tell you more when I get the book. But when I saw the description for it, I was like, hopefully this is Fourth Wing done the way that I wanted Fourth Wing to be done. So we'll see how we feel about that. And there was something else. Oh, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, but I don't think I'm going to get to that because I haven't pre-ordered a copy or anything, and I'm not paying £10 for a Kindle edition because that is bonkers in my opinion. So yeah, there's a fair few things that I could get reading, and as much as I want to read Silver Elite right now because Cassidy has got me so hyped for it, I can't. I don't have it, and my tracking for my Waterstones parcel I don't even think is currently like registering anything because it is too early, which sucks. I hate when that happens. I've also got a copy of The Rising coming by Joe Riccioni because that released earlier this year, I want to say, which is a sequel to The Branded. If you did not know, or you didn't watch my vlogs last year, I gave The Branded 5 stars. I think it was one of my top reads of the year. I absolutely loved it. No, my shipping literally says that they're expecting it, but it doesn't say when it's coming. I'm working from home now for the next 2 days. It is Wednesday as I'm filming this, so that means Thursday, Friday, I will be at home. So I will be able to actually pick up the parcel or like open the door to the postman, and I could literally dive straight into that book if I so wanted to. But I think what I'm gonna read actually instead is I am going to start The Raven Scholar. I don't even know who it's by, so let me find it, and I'm gonna read you the blurb for a change so that you know what I'm looking at. This book got so much love in my, what was it that I was looking at? This book got so much love in my Discord chat for the Spiffbo judges, the team that I'm a part of. They talk about the arcs and stuff that they also get when we're not talking about Spiffbo books, and so many people loved this book. So it's The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson, I think. And this description from Goodreads says, from an electrifying new voice in epic fantasy comes The Raven Scholar, a masterfully woven and playful, innovative tale of imperial intrigue, cutthroat competition, and one scholar's quest to uncover the truth. Let us fly now to the Empire of Oran, where after 24 years of peace, Burzin the Brusque must end his reign. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 contenders compete to replace him. They are exceptional warriors, thinkers, strategists, the best of the best. Then one of them is murdered. It falls to Nima Kra, the Emperor's brilliant, idiosyncratic idiosyncratic high scholar to find the killer before the trials end. To do so, she must untangle a web of deadly secrets that stretches back generations, all while competing against 6 warriors with their dark histories and fierce ambitions. Nima believes she is alone, but we are here to help. All she has to do is let us in. If she succeeds, she will win the throne. If she fails, death awaits her, but we won't let that happen. We are the Raven, and we are magnificent. So I don't really know who the Raven is. I'm already a bit confused about that, but otherwise it sounds great. And ever since I read Blood over Brighthaven, just that whole idea of being in a dark academia setting, I want. And I love a trial. So I'm going to start this now. And we're going to see how we feel. And we're going to vlog it. And I don't know as of currently whether this is going to have spoilers or not. I will have put it in the description below, or I would have put it in the title. But I want to do this. I am excited. I want to try new things. I want to read authors that are new to me as much as I want to continue reading other things that I need to read, which I do still have, by the way. Next week is the live show for It's All About Fantasy, but I have bought Along the Razor's Edge on Audible, so that'll be my audiobook that I can listen to, and I really don't have that much left. This is not a recent reads, but because we're talking, we're going to talk about that just a little bit. I've got 5.5 hours of that left. Like, I can get that done. That's completely fine. So we can concentrate on reading new releases, and I have literally no plans this weekend. None. Which may sound sad to some people, but to me, it sounds amazing. Can't wait. Love it. So excited. I get to sit in my house and potentially read, so that'd be good. And I should have my new release by then, so I can read Silverlee. I'm so excited for that. Like, I'm stupidly excited for that book, and I don't know why. Like, I only ordered it like 3 days ago. But anyways, I'm gonna go because that's all for now, and I literally have nothing else to tell you. So when I do have something to tell you, I will come back and talk to you. But for now, we're gonna go and crack on. I'm reading it on my Kindle as well, so exciting things. Can't wait. I will talk to you when I have an update, and I'm hoping this is gonna be a really interesting vlog, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to persuade you guys to read some new releases, and or have read new releases that you are currently enjoying, so we can all have a little chat about them, because that's the aim of the game. See you when I have some more information. Guys. I have Post. I'm not a fan of how it's been packaged, Post, but I have Post, so let's see how this works out, because I'm not sure if it's gonna be fine, but bearing in mind, yeah, that's not good packaging, Waterstones. I usually sing your praises, but my goodness, you have shoved these in. Okay, so first one I got, The Rising, Joe Riccioni, like I said, sequel to The Branded. Very excited to read this one, although I'm not sure if it'll go in this vlog because this wasn't released in April, May, whatever month I'm doing, and then this is a little bit battered, but it's here. It is battered, hey. Silverlee is here. It's very blue. I didn't know it was going to be blue. Is that how it is in England? I don't know. Trust no one. I'm excited to read this. Like, I have been waiting, staring, checking my emails to see when this would come, but my god, is this a little bit battered? I didn't expect this to be so unloved. Oh my gosh. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But yeah, Waterstones, check out your packaging, man. That was this box. They were literally just thrown in. Like, I know no one will give a toss what I think. And I'm really wonky, aren't I? But wow. Usually when I order from them, like, it's really well packaged, maybe because it was a multiple order. Anyways, I'm digressing. This is the one that I really, really, really want to read because of Cassidy, but also ever since I saw Cassidy's video, I've seen so many people raving about this book, so I'm now really, really intrigued. Apparently it's dystopian. We're going to read the blurb because I did that for the other book, and maybe I will pick this one up at the same time and then we'll just go between the two. I don't know. In the first book of a sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one. Ren Darlington has spent her whole life in hiding, honing her abilities and aiding the uprising in small ways. On the continent, being modified means certain death, and Ren is one of the most powerful mods in existence. But one careless mistake places her in the hands of the enemy and she's forced to join their most elite training program. She's finally handed the perfect opportunity to strike a devastating blow from inside their ranks. Lie to everyone, but training for Silver Block can be deadly, especially when you're harbouring dangerous secrets and living in close quarters with people who want you dead. And whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. Of course, it's like a romance, isn't it? As the stakes grow ever higher, Ren must prove herself to Silver Block, but that's easier said than done when your commanding officer is the ruthless and infuriatingly irresistible Cross Redden. Okay, and as war rages between mods and those who aim to destroy them, Ren must decide just how far she's willing to go to protect herself and how much of the continent is worth saving. Love the sound of it. Love the sound of it. I've realised that I've just said it's a romancy, but I feel like with mod and dystopian, it's more sci-fi. Don't know, but this dedication's pretty cool. To the women who kick ass in this world, this is for every battle you fought and every barrier you've shattered. You inspire me every day. And there's a map. Very excited. Like I said, I didn't realise this was blue. I feel like I've seen other editions that have silver sprayed edges or gilded edges, but, you know, we move. This is where we're at, and yeah, I'm just a bit sad that it's not my worst damaged book, I will say. Pretty sure, actually I know for a fact, my copy of The Light of All That Falls and the Lacanius trilogy is a little bit worse for wear than this. And to be fair, that was sent to me in a bin bag, so, you know, that's great. I paid £150 for those books, but it's sent to me in a bin bag. Anyways, I'm excited to dive into this, so I might just start this. I did start the Raven Scholar last night, and I've got a brief background over what has happened. I literally managed one chapter and then was like, I'm done, I'm tired. It was like 11 o'clock at night. But I've read the first chapter. We've been introduced to the twins, which are, I'm guessing, like our main characters, maybe, or at least the girl might be. And we've met their mother, and we've learned about an uprising that their father was part of, and he is the reason that they are classed as traitors, even though they didn't do anything in the uprising. And they have been watched ever since. So it's I don't know. I'm not sure. But it hasn't all kicked off yet, so maybe I'll stick with that and then go straight to this, or maybe I'll just start this. I don't know. We're all up in the air at the minute. I'm just so glad as well that I finally got a copy of The Rising. My collection was missing this, and I so want to go back and be with Nara and her twin sister Osha again after where we were left off. Is there a story so far in this? I would love that. No. Maybe in that part. Maybe not. There might be some form of story so far, but the thing is with this book, in case you were interested, none of the chapters are actually numbered, which is fun. But yeah, I vaguely remember how we ended the Branded. I'm so excited to finish this duology, so excited. But yeah, excited for this now, and I hope it lives up to expectations because it's everywhere, and that also daunts me slightly because I've seen, I was really excited to read it when Cassidy spoke about it because she's a reader reviewer that I know and I trust, really. But now that TikTok has picked it up, I'm a bit like, oh, we're gonna be okay. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna try, we're gonna see how we get on, and yeah. I'm gonna go back to work because this parcel came during the workday, but I just had to open it with you guys, so yeah. Hello. So this is a bit of a different room, but it's the only one really with any light because of how the house sits. I am over halfway into Silverly, and now I have some thoughts that I want to share with you, but it's not necessarily about the book. That's the annoying thing. Like, ever since I picked this up and I saw that Cassidy absolutely loved it, and I completely understand why, I have been seeing nothing but either glowing reviews for Silver Elite or people trashing it, saying where's the dystopian, where's the this, where's the that, this is Fourth Wing but worse, which I do not agree with, personally. If that's how you feel, that's completely fine. If you don't enjoy this book, that's completely fine. I don't feel like this is going to be a 5-star read for me. I am enjoying it though, like it's a good time. I am interested as well in trying the other book that Book Talk seems to have picked up and is spewing about, which is Shield of Sparrows, I think, which I might read after I finish this, to be honest. I do also want to finish The Raven Scholars because I found a really nice edition of that I want to buy off Vinted if I like it, but I need to know if I like it. I just don't understand why everyone, like, don't get me wrong, I semi-trashed Fourth Wing a little bit, right? But I don't think I did it online. Maybe I did, I don't know. We all love books, we all hate books, right? But I just don't understand why there's just so much hate around this book. Like, I really don't get it. Maybe it's just me and I'm not like a massive drama person. I don't know, but oh my god, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Silver Elite, good fun. I'm enjoying it. Is it the best written? No. I have seen a lot of people complaining about spelling mistakes. However, all of the videos I've seen about that are from American content creators, so I wonder if it's published differently in the UK. I've got no bloody clue, but I haven't noticed any spelling mistakes. Again, I could be just completely ignoring them because I'm just having a good old time. I'm over halfway. I'm literally 300 pages in and it's only just like an actual smut scene has only just happened, and I will say it's probably not the worst thing that I've ever read, in the sense of like it's not the spiciest spice I've ever read. I personally don't see the comparison to Hunger Games at all for this. I feel like the minute people mention that they think a book is dystopian or it's marketed as dystopian, it's like compared to Hunger Games and Divergent. I don't think it's the same as any of them at all. Like, not in the sense that it follows the same premise, but I wouldn't say this is an adult Hunger Games. I wouldn't say this is a spicier Divergent. I just wouldn't. I feel like it's a little bit different, personally. But again, each to our own. Just enjoy the book. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying the book. And I like that. And that's, yeah. So I'm gonna finish this, obviously. But I'm 300 pages in. The only thing I will say is I don't know if it needs to be this long. Like, it's over 500 pages. I don't know if it needs to be that long. I will say that the stuff I do agree with, I don't feel like there's a lot of world building in this. But it's not a world building focused book. I feel like some books are either plot driven, character driven, a combination of the two, or have like really extreme or more extreme world building things. This book is very much character driven. It's very much character driven. Our main character is reckless. Yeah, of course she is. Do you know what? I get it. I wouldn't say that the thing that happens that causes a string of events leading her to have to join the Silver Block program, which is a training program to become a very elite soldier, I don't think that was her being selfish at all. Like, the circumstances is literally she either takes a shot and kills a animal that is attacking a child and save the child's life, or she lets the child die. And she took the shot and saved the child's life. Unfortunately, it just spiraled because so many people were there watching from the regime that controls this world. You know, like, yeah, she's reckless. Of course she's reckless. most of these characters are. Like, I don't know what it is when you put a female character into a lot of these books. Like, of course they're a little bit reckless. That's kind of the joy of what I enjoy reading, or why I enjoy reading from their point of view, because they're taking all these like risks and things, and is it the right decision? No. Are they fully compos mentis? No, of course not. She's like 18. I remember when I was 18 and I was not fully, you know, functioning. Like, I wasn't thinking everything through. I was doing stupid stuff, as everyone does. Did it involve guns? No, but I don't live in like a post-apocalyptic world. That's the other thing. I see a lot of people talking about this book saying how it's not dystopian because of this and that, and it doesn't talk about politics and da-da-da. I don't mind. It's definitely post-apocalyptic. And does that automatically make it dystopian? I don't know. I'm not the one that like puts books into these little boxes. I don't have any control over the marketing. However, they do mention quite a lot about the world, how it used to be, and how since the war that put the current people in charge, yeah, ever since that war paper is like not around because all the trees were killed and they haven't grown back how they should, and you know, just all these little things. And she's also trying to take down, well, she's not even trying to take them down necessarily, but she's trying to join the uprising against this current regime. I would say that's pretty dystopian, but I don't know. Someone is playing really loud music outside my house. Oh no, they've stopped, that's fine. They did it earlier as well and it was really bloody annoying. But yeah, long story short, I'm having a really good time. I don't understand why there is, I think it's just because there is so much attention on this book, and like, fair play. Apparently, also something I didn't know, this is written under a pen name. We don't know who actually wrote it. I've seen someone say it's Colleen Hoover. I've seen some person say it's Elsie Silver. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I don't care to find out, if I'm completely honest. As in, like, I'm not actively trying to figure it out. Not sure. Didn't even know that there was a potential chance that it was written by a problematic author. Had no idea. So if it comes to light who it is, then, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And yeah, like I keep saying it, I'm having a good time reading this book. I just don't know why no one else is. Oh, people are. Thing is, right, on TikTok, this is a massive rant and I'm really sorry, but I just don't get it. Like, you just have either that you got half of TikTok that are absolutely loving this, raving about it, fangirling about it, 5 stars, 6 stars, infinity stars, whatever. And then you've got the other half that are just slating it. And I completely understand. Us reviewers, like I consider myself a fully fledged one, whatever. I come on here and talk about my thoughts and feelings on books. I would like to say I do think critically, but I think critically when I am judging books for a competition. I'm not reading this for a competition, I'm reading this for fun. And I don't know. Like, I just think that even someone saying that they didn't like it, completely fine. Someone saying that we need to critically review these books and like keep thinking and all of these things, that's fine if that's how you feel. But I'm reading this for enjoyment because I'm not judging in a competition. If I was, maybe I'd think a little bit differently, but definitely more of like a popcorny read, maybe, if that's what you want to call it. But I'm enjoying it. And I'm going to shut up because I've just babbled for like 9-10 minutes. And I'm not actually sure how much of this is going to make it into the vlog because I think I repeated myself like 5 times. So hopefully I'll cut it down. But long story short, I'm enjoying this. I can't wait to finish it and see what happens next. Have I sat and binged it continually? No, but I'm not necessarily one of those readers, gotta be honest. I'm not the fastest, and I will not necessarily sit and binge a book. It's very rare that I do that. So yeah, again, that's why I don't feel like this is going to get 5 stars from me, but I'm still feeling 4. I'll come back to you when I finished it. I just thought I'd also check in because like I said, I'm over 300 pages and I haven't spoken to you since I think I started it. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the whole point of this vlog. It's meant to actually vlog, but there you go. We're gonna leave this here. There are my thoughts and feelings so far. I will come back to you when I finish the book and I will tell you what my rating is then. Hello, and we are carrying on with this vlog, believe it or not. I've literally just taken Silverly out of the cover because I have officially finished it. It has been a few days, guys. And this won't fit in my trolley. It's been a few days. I want to also ignore the state behind me. Library's still going through some things, okay? So however long this vlog lasts, don't expect this room to change if I film from this angle. This is why I film at my window, because you can't see all this mess. Anyways, yeah, I have finished Silverly. I was meant to come and talk to you about this a couple of days ago. I finished this Saturday? I want to say Saturday, and it's Monday, but yesterday I went to the gym, because I'm a gym girly now, and I'm really not, I'm really not, but I went to the gym yesterday and overheated myself to the point of headache, and I spent majority of yesterday with a banging headache, so I didn't film for you guys because I felt like trash. So Silverly, I've read it, I've rated it 4 stars. It's not 5 stars for me. Is it the next best thing? No. It's not. Was it a good time? Yes, yes it was. I really wish that I had the same feelings about this book towards Fourth Wing, because I feel like the feeling that I have towards this book is probably the majority of people's feelings towards Fourth Wing. Obviously there are people out there who absolutely rave about it, absolutely love it, and that's completely fine. If you love Fourth Wing, I love that for you, right? My best friend loves it. I wish I did. But I have noticed that ever since this has been released, and I think it released on the 12th or something. I think it released on Tuesday and I got it on Wednesday. Anywho, all I have seen on TikTok is either reviewers loving it, fair play, or reviewers not liking it. Fair play. If you don't like this book, that's completely fine. However, I'm going to tell you why I liked it, and it's because it was a good time. Is it the next best thing? No, it's not. It's not the best thing written. I don't care who the author is. We don't know anything about this author. I've seen things online about them being a problematic person. I've seen things online about them being a romance author. I don't care. I do not care. If they turn out to be a problematic author, I will then care. But until there is confirmation, all this stuff floating around about problematic people, trying to guess who it is, saying it's written by AI, like, that's a very loud motorbike. I would like to think that, bearing in mind this has been published by one of the big publishing houses, this is published by Del Rey here in the UK. I don't know if it's the same in the States. I would like to think that they have checks in place to check for that, and if they don't, and this does turn out to be AI, then what the heck, but I digress. Without all of that, I enjoyed this book. Our main character is, she's annoying. She is annoying. She's not necessarily a massively likeable character, but neither is Ikenna, who was a character I eventually grew to like in the Blood Trials. Our main character in this is a girl called, fuck me, I can't even remember her name. Ren, of course it is. Our main character in this is a young girl called Ren, and by young, she's not a child, don't get me wrong, but she's got to be like 18. A lot of the characters in this are like 17, 19-ish. They are training to become elite soldiers. That was not Ren's original plan. She was a rancher, and she has got this power. Basically, she is classed as modified, which in this world is bad and wrong. The regime hate them. They want to get rid of them because the modified used to control the continent, the world-ish kind of, that this story is set in, and they were overthrown by the current general, who is a normal person. They are called Primes in this book, and unfortunately, an unfortunate incident ends up with Ren catching the eye of the soldiers they've come to visit her town, her village, for these celebrations. And one thing leads to another, and she ends up being told that she has to join the program, the training program, to become part of Silver Block, which is an elite block of soldiers. And she doesn't want to do that, funnily enough, but she ends up having to do that. And I just think that I had a good time with this, right? It is a little bit dystopian because it's set in a world post-apocalyptic to our world. Is that massively spoken about? No. Do I understand why? Yes, because I feel like if the author had expanded the world with the same plotline, the same places, it would make no sense. We learn about the places as our main character goes to them, and we get the background story as she goes to these places. There's not a lot of world building in this, but she spends majority of this book, like over 80% of this book, in the training camp. Like, nowhere else. So I kind of understand that. It is character focused. This is romance focused. I don't agree that this is Hunger Games-esque, Divergent-esque. I think it's just been given that because there are those hints of dystopia. Is there politics? Yes, but only as much as our main character cares about, which is the fact that she is modified. If she was found out, she would be killed because of what she is. Those are the politics that we know. She joins an uprising. That's not a spoiler, it's just... I'm pretty sure that's in the blurb. It's not specifically worded in the blurb, but it says that she's given the chance to deal a devastating blow from the inside. There is an uprising. She is part of it. You know, like... That's kind of dystopian. They're taking down the government in a sense of the word. But it's not gonna... The whole point is not that. That is not the whole point. The main focus of this book is literally her getting through her training and the romancy bit that follows. And did I guess some major plot points? Yes I did. Did I guess the twist at the end? No, actually I didn't. Was I trying to? No, because I was reading this for enjoyment. I was reading this for fun. And I'm a big believer in that you can read books for fun and you can also be a critical thinker. Like, they are two separate things, but they do not make two separate people, right? You can have multiple facets of yourself, and that's fine. I liked this. If any of my babble has sounded like something you want to read it. Read it for yourself, see if you like it. If you like it, brilliant. If you don't, that's fine. And we're just gonna leave it at that. This book is seriously like demolished TikTok to a sense, which is crazy. Like, it's not that deep, guys. It's really not that deep. I have also started... Oh, sorry, I'm getting close because I'm putting my book on the shelf. I have also started The Roving Scholar. I started this before I got Silver Elite, but I just wanted to jump into that, and I'm glad I did. I did really enjoy it. But I am reading Raven Scholar on my Kindle. This one's actually really interesting. I don't feel like it's grabbed me as instantly as Silver Elite did, but the first chapter or a couple of chapters, or the first part of this is set 8 years prior to when the actual story is kicking off. So I have finally got past the 8 years prior part, and I'm now back in present day, and it's really interesting. I am really interested. I've got an idea about who the contestant is that might be dying, that our main character has to figure out who it is, and I don't know if I'm going to be right. It could be 3, right? It could be 3 people, but I'm not sure who it's going to be. I'm not sure. This is definitely a lot less, you know, this book is definitely a lot more world and plot driven so far than characters, and that's cool too, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping that if I keep enjoying it, then I will actually buy myself a pretty special edition of it, because I found a couple on Vinted. But yeah, that's literally where we're at the minute. I am enjoying what I'm reading. I am really enjoying reading new releases and actually being part of the hype a little bit. Do I wish that I'd waited a little bit longer until the hype had died down a little bit for Silver Elite? Kind of. But at the same time, I actually really enjoy just kind of having an idea about what people are talking about, because I've read the book and I have my own opinions, and we can all have our own opinions on it. That's fine. But I am enjoying reading the newer releases. I have also downloaded a copy of Shield of Sparrows, I think, which is the other one that is like taking over my For You page. It's either Silver Elite or Shield of Sparrows, and some people are saying that Silver Elite is obviously, it's good, but Shield of Sparrows is better. Some people are just saying like, definitely read it Silver Elite than Shield of Sparrows because the writing is completely different and the writing is considerably better in Shield of Sparrows. I will make my own mind up about whether I agree with that or not, but this is fast becoming another like romantasy thing. And I think that's just because at the moment there's a lot of romantasy being released. I'm just going to quickly double check Raven Scholar and see whether that fits. I know Shield of Sparrows is definitely classed as romantasy or fantasy romance, whatever you want to call it. No, this Raven Scholar is literally fantasy, mystery, adult, dark academia. So we are breaking it up a smidgen, which is good. And I'm hoping that I can continue this vlog until Night and the Moth comes out by Rachel Gillig, because I am so excited to read that as well. However, I don't know if I will be able to, because I'm going to need a video for next week, and I think it's going to be this one, unless I can think of something else to do. But I can obviously still vlog me reading that, but I just don't want to be constantly reading new releases. But then at the same time, part of me wants to read the whole of May for May releases. I don't actually know when Raven Scholar came out. Did that come out in May? No, it came out in April. So we're doing like April, May recent releases that I have found and I'm interested. And I'm in what? We're doing April, May recent releases that I am interested in, intrigued by. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I actually am. I'm enjoying just reading whatever the heck I want and taking my time with stuff, which is good. But yeah, I'm devouring the Raven Scholar, guys. This feels like my next favourite Dark Academia, which is saying something because I've read Blood over Brighthaven recently and I loved that. That got 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now because I need to edit my video for tomorrow. And that's what I'm going to do. So I will come back and talk to you when I have more things to tell you about Raven Scholar, and we can go from there. But I'm trying to keep this spoiler free because I don't want it to be filled with spoilers. I just want to enjoy what I'm reading and try and pitch some of the books I've found to you. And if you've read any of them, of course, have a chat with me down below because I want to know your thoughts. But I'll come and talk to you when I have more things to say, which probably will be soon because I always have something to say. Hello, I cannot tell you when the last time I spoke to you was. Like, I feel like it has been a very, very long time. And that's fine. I don't have very long to chinwag with you right now. I need fuel because I've got Zumba at 7 and it's 20 past 6, but it's fine because the gym is literally like 8 minutes away. But I have book mail. And because in this vlog I am reading my recent releases, I'm going to crack into this, I think, when I come home. I have been reading, which hasn't been massively frequently, I have been working my way through the Raven Scholar. It is good. I am liking it, but I think I need something potentially a little bit less than that book. And by that I mean that it's got a real mystery in it. Like, our main character is very brainy, and I don't know if that's currently where my head is at. So this might be the perfect break for me. So let's open it and see. I also have just placed, not just, but today, I placed a bit of a big order. Oh, I like the edges. I placed a bit of a big order, ordering a load of exclusives from Waterstones because I was intrigued by some of the books. Okay, so our dust jacket is a bit long there, but it is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, which is the newest book for her. She has written, what did I read? She wrote One Dark Window, that duology, whatever that is. And I want to pick this up. Look at these edges though, look at them. They're so pretty. Okay. Cool. Like I said, I am running out of time. I need to go, but I'm going to tell you what this is, and then I might start this when I come home from the gym. So it says, from TikTok sensation and New York Times best-selling author Rachel Gillig comes a gothic mist-cloaked tale of a young prophetess who is forced on an impossible quest with the one knight whose future she cannot see. Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the Great Cathedral, Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Tram's windswept moors to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. Rude, heretical, and devilishly handsome, the knight Roderick has no respect for Sybil's visions. I got distracted, sorry. But when Sybil's fellow designers begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside, the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answers she is seeking, and as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god. And it's just plain underneath, which I think is like a bit of a missed opportunity, just saying, Waterstones, but I am glad to have this, oh gosh, on my shelf. I really enjoyed One Dark Window. If you have seen me, it's a great angle for you guys. If anyone has seen me talk about, oh, this is book 1, so this is going to be a series. I wonder how many books are in the series. I don't know. But if anyone has seen me talk about One Dark Window, I enjoyed the first book, but I fell in love with the second book. So I'm hoping that book 1 from this is like just straight off good for me, but I also know to give this author a little bit of grace. But I need to go, I need to eat, and I need to get changed, so that's what I'm gonna go do. And then I will take this downstairs and put it on the couch ready for me to read when I'm eating my tea when I come back from the gym. And hopefully I'll actually talk to you a little bit more, because this is not that big. I think that's the other problem with The Raven Scholar for me at the moment. It's quite a chunky book. It feels very chunky, so yeah, but I gotta go, so I'll talk to you in a bit. Hello. It is, right, well, it's the 29th of May, and we are so close to the end of the month, and I have barely actually finished anything, if I'm completely honest, but I am midway through reading a few things. I am going away from tonight, actually. I'm going to my friend's house down in Surrey. Me and Jack are going. They've got a 30th birthday party, and then literally that's on Friday night, and then on Saturday morning, very early, I am flying to Barcelona for work. So I will be taking you with me. I don't know how long this vlog is gonna last, whether this vlog is gonna last until I come home, or whether I am gonna finish it on Saturday and then potentially start a new one so that this can go up. But I really did want to finish the 2 books that I am currently reading. I'm currently reading The Knight and the Moth and The Raven Scholar. The Raven Scholar is so good, but it's so long. Like, I think I'm 40% of the way through it, and I don't really know. I have no idea. But I do want to finish that. Like, this is the thing, right? I want to finish these things before I finish this vlog. But I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't really want to travel with The Knight and the Moth today. I kind of just want to take my Kindle, but at the same time, I might just take a physical book and my Kindle, and we'll crack on with that. But I actually have some new releases to show you. 1 that I have bought and 2 that I've very kindly been sent. So I thought, what better way to include the unboxing of those than in this video? So that's what I want to do, because I don't know how much I've actually filmed in the grand scheme of things. I didn't read as much as I wanted to read. I have not been reading much at all. I'm really hoping that in June, because I have set a whole TBR, if you've missed it, I'll link up here for you, check it out. I actually want to take part in Clear Your Shit, and I want to do it well. So I need to finish these books. I am also still listening to When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker as well. Guys, I'm further in that. I think I've got like 5 hours left, but I don't really care all that much, which sucks. But yeah, let's just get into the books that I've recently received, and we can enjoy those. So we're gonna start with the 2 that I've been very kindly sent. 1 is in this box, so let's get into it. I can't read this one just yet because I need to read the second book Bus, but this is The Lie That Binds Them by Matthew Ward, the third and final book in his Soulfire Saga trilogy. I loved book 1. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And he signed it. Thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate it. And I need to get a wriggle on and read, but like I keep saying, I'm not reading very much at the moment at all. But I want to carry this on. I can't even tell you the blurb of this one because it'll ruin book 2 for me, and it'll ruin the series for you, but I can't believe this is the conclusion. And the other 2 are literally, oh wait, no, one of them is here, one of them I have moved to up there, but they're gonna look so good together. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I need to read and review the second book and the third book, and then the other book that I was very kindly sent, oh geez, I have already opened as well. I needed a bit of serotonin. Is The Alarian Code by B.F. Peterson. This was sent to me by Angry Robot Books. Thank you so much. Also, this is already out now, so you can pick up a copy of this. This one, however, doesn't release until the 24th of June, so I have some time to read and review. So the little keynote about this is that it's Fourth Wing meets Atlas 6 in this epic fantasy set in an elite university where 4 students test their mettle to become part of an exclusive order of dragon riders. Now, we all know, if you have watched previous videos from me before, Fourth Wing was not for me, but I adored Atlas 6. And this is also where our students are trying to become dragon riders. I've already said that, I'm talking over myself, and they have magic, so I don't really know what else would want me... So I don't really know what else would encourage me to read this more, if I'm honest. So this is on my June TBR. Just to give you a little heads up. Can't wait to give this a try. Thank you again to Angry Robot Books for sending me a physical copy of this. And then the final thing to open that I haven't actually opened yet is from the Broken Binding. I bought this and it's going to complete a collection for me. So let's have a look at it. Hay fever is hay fevering today, I tell thee. It is not fun being sneezy. It ain't easy being sneezy. I need to try and figure out how to open this. It's been a while since I've had to like figure out how to open things on camera. That is not helpful at all. Not helpful at all, Charles. Oh, have we missed this? I haven't missed this. I don't enjoy the struggle. Ah. I've done it. Okay, now we can open. Oh jeez, I love getting book mail, but I love how protected these are. I do not miss how much cardboard I end up accumulating. Oh dear. This stuff is so good though for packaging. And there's bubble wrap. Jack's gonna love me so much for leaving the house in this state. Ooh, this is the first time I've got the new paper. Look, very pretty with the sticker. So if you didn't know what this was, it's the Sorrow of the Sea. I suppose that's probably very good for people who spend a lot of money with the Broken Binding and get muddled what they'd ordered or what has arrived. I don't order that much through them anymore because I try not to order as many special editions because I have no money. I saw the sprayed edge. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Look at that. How stunning. And then we've got these edges, like the green. Wow. And on the back the quote is, "Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I will hold those who favour fire." Robert Frost. Very cool. Now, 265, which is the number I have got. I did have a little panic actually. Recently, thinking that I didn't tell the Broken Binding what number I actually had. But it's fine. Look how pretty. Oh, I love these books. The Broken Binding always smash it out. Like, I will not deny that ever. Like, they are just so pretty all the time. Look at it. Look at it. It's signed and everything. Thank you so much for doing these beautiful editions. I love how I'm saying that, like, they've sent this to me. They haven't. That's not what I meant at all. I just mean like, oh, thank you for creating such beautiful books. Oh my goodness. So many cool names as well in the dedication, or the praise I should say, at the start, which is very cool. Love that as well. Need to finish this series. I have an arc, well, a finished copy of this book, which I will be reading because I don't read these very pretty editions, but I'm so glad that I actually finally have this copy in my hand. And I'm so glad I actually finally opened it, because yeah, I needed to do that. Now I need to finish packing. I need to send the broken binding the number for my numbered edition for Ryan Cahill's newest book, Vampires and Dust, so I can continue with that series in numbered fashion. And yeah, that is all I have really to update you on. I really wish there was more. I will say, actually, going back to the books I'm currently reading, The Night and the Moth, I am intrigued, right? I am literally at the point where our main character, Six, is finding out that she can't divine for the knight Rory, which isn't a spoiler, that is literally in the description. And I'm just under 100 pages in, which again, like, just nothing. I'm not reading anything at the minute. And I'm hoping that'll change a little bit when I go away. Obviously, for the next couple of nights, probably not. But Saturday, Sunday, I'm away Saturday to Tuesday. I fly really early Saturday morning, so I don't know if I'm actually going to want to read or if I'm just going to want to sleep on the plane. And then obviously I'm by myself in Barcelona for 3 full days. Because I will count Saturday as a full day. Well, 2 and a bit full days, I will say. And then I fly back really early again on Tuesday morning, because I couldn't get a flight back on Monday evening at a good time. It was either like really, really late, or no, actually I don't think there were any late flights. I think they were all just really early morning flights, which sucks, because I'm flying out of Gatwick and back to Birmingham, because we're down that way anyways, so that's fun. Jack's got to get up really early, bless him, to take me to Gatwick, so I do feel for him on that, but he is being a good sport and he is going to take me, which I really, really appreciate. But yeah, I need to tidy up this box fort a little bit and then pick a dress to take as a backup, and then we'll go from there. And we'll be leaving after work. So this is just my quick little lunch break. So I will be taking you with me, like I said, but you probably won't hear from me now until like Saturday when I get to Barcelona. So hopefully I'll have a reading update. Wouldn't that be something? So yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to finish packing my books and stuff and packing you up. And then we should be almost at the end of the day. So I will catch you in a bit, and hopefully when I next talk to you I will actually have some form of reading update. That would be good. Hello, I'm in Barcelona. I am shattered. It is 8:20 and I have ordered room service. It's just arrived and I wanted to show you because like this is what I kind of do now. But guys, it came in a freaking box. Like what the heck? I'll turn around the camera in a second. I felt kind of bad though. The guy was like, do you want to leave a tip? And I was like, you've just brought it upstairs. No? I don't know if that's... It's Europe, so like if you're an American, we don't really do tips. But look how good this looks. This is like a classic burger. And then these are the chips. And then this is honey mustard. And I did get a Coke Zero as well. This is going to be like a super quick update because I want to scran and then die. I got in at 2 AM this morning from my friend's birthday party, and then me and Jack were up again at 5:30 is when my first alarm went off. I'm shattered. I slept on the plane a little bit, and then I read a bit of my book, so I'm over 100 pages officially in The Night and the Moth. I want to read more of this now if I can literally keep my eyes open, but I am enjoying it. We are now at the point where she has to work with this knight that is mentioned in the blurb. This is a very bad angle for me, but it's fine. And yeah, there's even a compartment for cutlery. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And there's mayonnaise in there. This is so cool. This is like the poshest room service I've ever freaking had. This is so cool. Anyways, yeah. It's good. It's okay. I don't know. We'll get there, we'll get there. But it is the last day of the month today. So, I don't think I'm going to end this vlog today. I think I'm just going to keep going until I finish at least The Night in the Moth, and then maybe I'll have finished something in this vlog. Or I might just keep going until I finish this and The Raven Scholar. This could be a really long vlog, and I'm meant to be putting it up on Tuesday. Will that happen? I don't know. But with that being said, I need to stop yapping, I need to eat and then potentially read. So, super quick update. I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you again. I'm so ready to go home already. I'm shattered. Right. Eat, potentially read, definitely sleep. See you later. Hello and welcome to my horrific angle. On the floor. So, I am going to out myself a little bit. I need to pack. It is the 2nd of June, right? I'm still reading April recent releases. Still reading them. I'm almost 200 pages into The Night in the Moth. I've been reading more of that today, and I've also been reading more of The Raven Scholar because I didn't want to take my book out to the restaurant. I don't know why. I don't like the idea of like, I think if I'd have brought a small bag, that would have been fine because I would have put the book in the bag. But I didn't do that. So I took my Kindle because my Kindle fits in like my back pocket. So that's what I did. And I was reading and it was really good. I thought I would venture, so I went to a restaurant that I frequent when I come to Barcelona. And it is a chain restaurant called Le Tagliatelle, something like that. Something Italian. It's an Italian restaurant. And I love it there. There are many things that I enjoy. I was stuck between getting the carbonara or getting a pizza. And then I saw on the new menu they had a carbonara pizza. Didn't think much of it. I'm not a big egg person. This becomes relevant in a second. I didn't read the menu properly. That part of the menu was completely in Spanish. So the great thing about this chain restaurant is that they have a menu in English. I can get by on a Spanish menu, but it's just nice to also have an English variation where there is one available. And I know there is one available here. So that's great. However, the new stuff is like limited edition, so it's only in Spanish. And I thought, oh, carbonara pizza, did my little Google Translate. I was like, oh, that sounds great. Didn't even think about egg. Because when you get the carbonara from this restaurant, obviously there will be egg in it, but it's not crumbled on top. There was scrambled egg on top of this pizza, and I do not do egg. I will eat egg when it's in things, but my gosh, yeah. So I was scraping as much of it off as possible. Sound like I have the eating habits of a toddler. I kind of do, but moral of the story, sometimes you don't necessarily have to go off-piste. You don't have to go and try new things. Sometimes just stick with what you know. Pizza was still very good, but yeah, I was just like, oh dear, didn't think about that, not very clever. Anyways, it's been a very weird day today because I never stay the full day of first day of show, ever. I've never done it. This is my first time. I came back here, I think I got back at like 11. I was on site for 8. It was actually early, so I had to wait outside until they let me in. Beat the client there, set it all up as I meant to do. Did some tweaks for them while they were there, waited for an hour or so while they got things up and running, and then I left. Usually, I will spend the whole of the first half of the day on site with the client because I have to go to the airport. So I've already checked out anyways, so I've got nowhere to go. This time I was like, I'm gonna leave you to it. I've got work to do. If you need me, I'll come back. I'm like 3 train stops away. I will come back. That's fine, no problem. Only had one issue that they fixed themselves, which is great. And then, yeah, so I've just spent all day working from this room. I wanted to work from upstairs because there's like a little roof bar thing. But it is so windy today. The one day I have like most of a day in Barcelona and it was windy as heck. It's been sweltering for the past couple of days that I've been here, and today obviously was not meant to be, but that's fine. I got a lot of work done, which is good. I now need to pack this room. So if I so this is my workstation. Was it there? Yeah, there. I was working there. I've got clothes and my book. Do I need to finish, and like all of the stuff that belongs in my work bag. That's not all. This is currently the state of my suitcase and my knee. And then I'm not even going to try and show you the bathroom. There are my steals, and we're not going to look at that. In my defense, I have eaten most meals in this room. Those big boxes are the takeout boxes, the room service boxes. I had room service for lunch today because I was like, I will just, this way I don't have to take my laptop anywhere. I can literally just stay here. They will bring me food. It's very good. Not as good as the burger, I will say. I got like a chicken club or something. However, the wedges just as good as the first time I had them. So that's good. That's an ongoing thing for me. Haven't touched my workout gear once. Brought my swimming costume. Haven't been swimming once. I have closed my exercise ring every single day because of how many steps I've been doing, but I have not done actual exercise. I'm trying to get onto a Pilates class tomorrow, which I'm not sure I'm going to make. Depends if my flight is on time and stuff. And I am booked in for body pump, but I just do not think I'm going to want to leave the house at 7 o'clock tomorrow after travelling in the morning. I have to get up. I want to leave here by 7, which is 6 o'clock English time, which means I'm getting up at 5. And then I have a full day, like once I land back in the UK, I'm still working. And then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm taking my car in to get that serviced on Wednesday, so there's no lie-in on Wednesday, so I get a lie-in on Thursday. So I'm trying to get some workout classes in, but I'm just not doing so much. And I think that's going to be okay. I'm missing body pump next week anyways, because I'm going to be in Paris on the day that I do it. And you know what, I'm kind of not mad about it, because body pump is one of those things, I'm going completely off topic and I'm not talking about books, but body pump is one of those things where like I absolutely hate it, but I like the burn, because you actually like, if you don't go to an Everyone Active gym, it's weights with like squats and deadlifts and overhead presses and all these things. It's a really good workout and I quite enjoy it. I don't enjoy it, I hate it every single minute of it, but I hate the lunges the most. But I actually can feel it working, so that's why I do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to want to do that tomorrow. If it was an earlier session, I think I would just like pull my socks up and go for it, but it's not, and it's 7, and I don't think I'm going to want to do it, if I'm honest, which is completely fine. Anyways, I am babbling. I have read both my books today. I want to finish them so that I can finish this vlog, because I don't want to finish this vlog without telling you what I actually think of The Night and the Moth and The Raven Scholar. So my plan now is I'm going to pack and I'm going to go back to reading. I do have a semi-update for both, I suppose. I feel like I am 170 pages into The Night and the Moth. I was very intrigued at the start when we first meet our main character Six, and when she meets the knight of which she can't divine for, and she just kind of sees not a lot, if I'm completely honest. I'm really intrigued about the omens and the world, but it has kind of hit a bit of a slump for me, which sucks, because I thought it was going to be really enjoyable, and I am enjoying it, but I wonder if this is going to be like I found with the One Dark Window book that Rachel Gillig has also written, where I thought the first book was okay, but I loved the second one because like all of that like world building and stuff has been done, and I don't necessarily love how she goes about that, but I still enjoy her writing style. I don't know if that makes sense. So there's that. And then The Raven Scholar, like my update for that really is I'm almost at 50% of the way through, but I'm not at that point where, and I thought I would be, because it's like a mystery and there's still like, it's still a fantasy and all of these wonderful things. But I genuinely did think that I would be more like, I can't put this down, I want to continue it, and I'm just not feeling it. I don't know if it's just because it's me and I'm not feeling it with any book. I'm just not feeling it, and I just want to get these finished so I can start my Cleo Shit TBR, because I really need to get on that, because we're on the 2nd of June and I haven't started anything with that. And I'm also trying to listen to When the Moon Hatched, and I'm so lost in that book. That's not a recent release, but I am so lost at where we're currently at, and maybe that's because I'm listening to it, but I've got I kind of pick up where we're at every time I pick it up, but again, I've got no urgency to finish it, which I think is why I'm losing, 1, the will to live, and 2, track of everything. So I'm going to pack, I'm gonna shower, and then I want to sit in my bed and I want to read The Night and the Moth. And I want to try and finish it because it's not impossible. It's not a long book. I could read the rest of it today. Potentially. It's 8:30 at night. I need to get some sleep. But I could just haven't. And that's not great. So I need to stop babbling and putting it off. And I need to pack. So that's what we're gonna do. I will talk to you when I get home. Unless something like, oh my goodness, happens in my book. Which I don't think it will. But if it does, then I'll come back and talk to you. And we'll go from there. But I need to tackle this suitcase because it currently looks like everything is just trying to attack me and come out of it. So, I'll see you probably when I'm back in England. Hello, I'm home. I have an update and then we're gonna finish this vlog because it's never gonna end currently. So I will mark this vlog as a little bit of a fail, but also I did read some new releases within this vlog. But yeah, I finished The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. I finished it. I gave it 3 stars. I think that the start of this book is really interesting and then it kind of dropped off for me a little bit towards the end. I will say the twist at the end I did not see coming. Looking back, I can see little hints of what happens, but it wasn't the outcome I thought I was going to get. And now I understand why this is now going to be a series and not just a standalone. I think if this had been a standalone, it would have been... I don't know if it would have been better. Like, there is just so much of this world that I want to know more about, and I feel like maybe we'll get that in the next book as well. I think our main character is alright. The romance in this, personally, it was okay. It is very much enemies to lovers. Oh, there's a call. It is very much enemies to lovers, but for like no real reason, in my opinion. Like, our knight turns up, Rory, and he just doesn't like Six, who is our main female character. Like, just point blank doesn't like her. And I understand that it is what she stands for, and as you go through the book you find out why he doesn't like what she stands for, but I still think it's like, it's unfounded, really, and I'm like, oh, okay. But either way, it was a good book. It was enjoyable. I did enjoy it. I do want to read the next one. Will I reread this? Probably not before I get to the next one. I think I remember enough of it to carry on to the next one, and I am interested to see what happens to our characters. There are some really lovable characters in here though, not really our main characters, but there is a gargoyle that is with us throughout the whole book, and I loved him. And when you find out his backstory as well, like, oh, broke my heart a little bit, if I'm honest. And I did like Maud, I think that's how you say her name. She is an older character, she's 40 odd, and compared to the fact that I think our main character Six has got to be in her 20s, I think Rory is 26, 27, and the Boy King is 16, 17. It gives a nice rounding out to have someone who is a lot older, and that it's not just, you know, a 17-year-old newly crowned king and some of his friends who are slightly older than him trying to navigate the world. There is actually some wisdom given to them, which I quite enjoy. I will say though, like with the relationship between Rory and Six, there is somewhere developed this feeling of complete faith, and I think it's really sweet to see. I just some of it I just didn't feel like I saw the development, and maybe that was me missing it, but it felt very much like, oh, we hate each other and then the romance kicks in, and then we can't be apart from each other, and it's just like, but why? But that's just me. I am still reading The Raven Scholar, but I do not think I'm going to be finishing that anytime soon. I am once again struggling to read, but I think that's more because I've got so much going on in my head for work. But that is almost over, and then we will be moving on to planning for the next 2 months, so that will be quite nice. Hopefully I'll be able to like get my reading mojo back and not be constantly just thinking about everything else that is currently going on. The Raven Scholar is quite enjoyable. I think it's quite long, so it feels currently to me, and maybe that's because I keep picking it up, putting it down, picking it up and putting it down, that it's just kind of dragging. And again, that could just be me, and I'm completely fine with that, but I do not foresee myself finishing that anytime soon because I have got things that I want to get onto. We are now in June as I'm finishing this vlog, so I have started reading my June TBR, and I want to vlog that for you guys because I think it would be interesting. I want to get back to uploading videos regularly. I've missed a couple of uploads, which to be fair is pretty good for me, I think, with everything that's been going on. I have been going away quite a lot. So yeah, once we come back from this next trip, that'll be it for 2 months, and I actually can start looking forward to planning my holiday TBR, because I go on holiday in September, which I'm very excited about as well. And I want to get through a fair amount of things just for the fun of it, because I want to just sit in the sun and read, which is my plan. Hopefully there is sun. But yeah, I'm just excited. I think it's going to be good fun. I can't wait. And that is going to be the end of this vlog, because otherwise I feel like this is going to go on forever and you're never going to see it. So in this vlog I actually did aim to read a fair few more books than I did. I think I've only completed 2 in this vlog, which go me. Definitely Silverly and The Night and the Moth. But I have been reading The Raven Scholar as well. I had such high hopes for this vlog. It just hasn't happened. But that's okay, because I'm going to share the fact that sometimes I, more often than not actually, fail in my book goals, and hopefully if you are also struggling with reading at the moment, this makes you feel like you're a little bit less alone. I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of people reading so much every single month, and I am so happy for them, but that's just not me at the minute. And then if you're like me, maybe you will put that pressure on yourself. I'm trying to get better at it though. And we're just going to keep rolling. So I will give you my thoughts on The Raven Scholar when I eventually finish it, be that in a vlog or in just a wrap up. But yeah, that is everything for this attempted massive reading vlog. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of a new release you are excited to read, or a new release that you have read that made you excited. I'd love to know. If you want to leave me an emoji instead, leave me any... I don't know if there is a moth emoji. If you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me any... Is there night emojis? If there are, leave me one of them, or princess emoji, something like that. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below, ringing that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. Otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!